Welcome back to ARC Tutorials. This is Bootstrap 5 full tutorial series for absolute beginners. Today we are going to look at a new component which is Bootstrap Toasts. Yeah, please don't confuse with the bread toast, but this is like a toast, like a notification message that you can give to user for better user experience. It's a visual component which would help in a lot of use cases, like when you add a particular user, update, do some action, you can inform the user using toasts. You can see this particular component in action in most of the websites in modern web applications, like say Gmail. You can see it in most components that we use. Pretty standard component that is used. Let's get started, learn how to use toast, how to do hands-on, how to implement it in our applications. This is part 26 of the Bootstrap 5 tutorial series. So please do check out the entire playlist. The playlist link is in the description box below. I have planned more than 40 tutorials in this particular Bootstrap series. Right now we are on 24th. So following is the index that where I've covered different components, different types of layouts, grid, components, some live projects. I'll also be doing some more live projects going forward, so stay tuned for that as well. Today we are learning about Bootstrap Toasts. So the class that we have to use is called Toast, right? It's just like a card which has card header and card body. Similarly, Toast is the main parent div. It would have a toast header and toast body, right? You trigger this based on some action or a event. Okay, that's the basic fundamental concept of Bootstrap Toasts. But the best way, like I always tell, is to always start with the documentation. That's the fastest way you can learn. So search for toasts. All right, so here it is. Now a quick way is to see an example, right? So it would look something like this, and you can position it anywhere we want. Okay, so let's get started by copying some content here. Let's copy this dummy thing and then we'll extend it in our application. And let's say this is my application. Let's say I want it somewhere here. Okay, let's format this code and then we'll customize it based on our requirement. So save it and go back and reload, and you will see this button. Okay, so now you click on it, you would see this toast coming up here, right? So image is not coming because there is no image as such here. It's just three dots, but feel free to add your own images. All right, so it comes here and goes away after a certain while, like notification or something like that, you can see. And it has a timer that it could go away after some time, or the user can actually click on cancel. Okay, so that's the basic functionality of toasts. Now let's customize it. So what you can do is, so this is the code, like I told you, it would have class toast and it would have toast header and toast body, right? So now what I want is, I want this to be of a certain class, right? So we can add, say, bg primary, and this would become blue color. So see, it becomes blue. But if you want something like a success notification or error, you can use bg success green, or you can use red, which is for danger. Bg danger. Alright, so it becomes like this. Now I want to change the position. I want it at the top, right? So we can customize that also. So if you see here, it says position bottom and 3, right? So instead of bottom 0, you can say top 0. Now see, it becomes at the top here, right? So like a notification or something like that, you can always customize it. There are a lot of options of placement where you want to place it, and you can give all these values that it would take, right? So you can try out these options. The idea is to go through the documentation, understand it well, and then customize it based on your application's need and response requirement, right? So in the center it is. So if you want it at the top, you can do that. Middle right, middle left, top, center. So see, this is what we want. So you can just copy this, go back and copy the class, save. So it's at the top. You can do the same thing here at the bottom then. So for that, all you need to do is instead of top 0, you can just make it bottom 0. So there it goes, the center, right? So that's part of our notification that you would want to provide to user. So yet another beautiful component that Bootstrap provides, pretty easy, straightforward to use, but extremely useful when you're trying to do and enhance the user experience of your applications. Give it a try. Let me know how you feel about this particular component. Do drop in your comments about this component. If you have used it, do share your feedback and experience with Toasts. Alrighty, that was for today's episode. In the next episode, I'm going to talk about Bootstrap typography and why is it really important, and why you should know about Bootstrap typography in this particular framework, because when you work in real-time enterprise applications, you are expected to know about Bootstrap typography. So join me in the next episode. Please do subscribe, share the videos, and also if you like my work, please do consider buying me a coffee at buymeacoffee.com/arctutorials. Thank you so much for joining. See you in the next episode.